Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I'm Kim or Kimberly Budgets here on YouTube, and today we are going to be budgeting my second paycheck of December. So let's go ahead and get started.
I've been going nowhere lately. It's time to start all over.
So today I am switching things up a little bit and using my planner in paper form. I just decided that I'm looking at screens so much anyway. So anything I can do to get less screen time, honestly, is great for me. And also, planning on paper just feels so much better to me, but I know it can be hard to see, so I'll zoom in where I can. So the first thing I like to do is look at my calendar and see what bills will be coming out from my paycheck and see if any of those should be canceled. So I get paid on the 17th, and what's going to be coming out is Planet Fitness, Common Bond, which is my private student loans, Apple Music, and Netflix, and then YouTube TV. So Planet Fitness, I've been wanting to cancel this for months, but I'm finding that canceling a Planet Fitness membership is close to impossible, so I'll keep that for now. Common Bond, would love to cancel those student loans, but that is also not an option, so keeping that. Apple Music is a non-negotiable for me. Netflix I am actually going to cancel. I don't use Netflix that often, so I'm just going to go ahead and cancel. If I want it back, I can just go ahead and sign up for another membership. YouTube TV I am also going to keep. So now that I know what bills I'm going to be keeping, let's move on to my budgeting sheet. And I am going to go into a lot more detail this time because I have a lot of new subscribers, so welcome to my channel. Let's go ahead and start my budgeting sheet. So like I said, my paycheck date is the 17th of December. My income is the same. I get paid a salary on a bi-weekly basis, and so it's the same every time, $2,279.31. That is my only income. For savings and investment, I have my emergency fund, I have savings for my house, for my brother, and savings for my parents. And I like to put savings at the top because it's really important for me personally to pay myself. For my emergency fund, it is going to get $627. For my house, it's going to get $80. I've been scaling that back recently, and so I just regularly, every paycheck, give it $80. Brother and parents always get $50 out of my paycheck. So that brings my total, just adding all of those numbers up, to $807, and that will leave me with $1,472.32 to play with for my expenses and all of my envelopes and sinking funds. Next, for expenses, I'm just gonna list out all my bills from my calendar. And then I'm going to put down the amounts. Below my expenses, I like to put my spending envelopes. These are the envelopes that go in my wallet. I have spending, eating out, groceries, miscellaneous, gas, DoorDash, and entertainment. So the reason I put my spending envelopes in my expenses category is because I consider these to be variable expenses. I can choose to spend $40 or I could choose to spend $20 for spending. It really depends on how much money I have. So that's why they're not really put in sinking funds, because sinking funds is kind of my savings categories for me. and it doesn't really make sense to put them anywhere else, so I put them in expenses. For spending, I'm giving myself $40 for the next 2 weeks. Eating out, $40 as well. Groceries is $80, miscellaneous is $200. And the reason I give myself so much in miscellaneous is because the miscellaneous is the category I use to pull money from if someone in my family needs something, or my mom asks me to go buy something for her, things like that. For gas, I don't pump gas that often. I don't know why I rewrote it at the bottom. For gas, I don't pump gas that often, so I contribute $5 every paycheck to eventually fill my tank up with gas when I need it. DoorDash is getting $40, and entertainment is getting another $40. So let's add that up to find out my total. Y'all, I hate this calculator. It is the jankiest calculator I've ever used in my life. It's cute, which is why I bought it, but calculator is not ideal. Total is $1,044.57. Leftover $427.75. Alright, so the fun part, my sinking funds. We have gifts, which has been my Christmas fund, but gifts is going to turn into any kind of holiday gifts I need to buy, like for Mother's Day, Father's Day, anything like that. Invisalign, I am visiting an orthodontist and I'm getting Invisalign, so I'll start to make payments on that soon. Car maintenance, health, birthdays, beauty, clothing, which is always a fun treat, household, Kim budgets, which I abbreviate with KB, a new phone, personal, and self-care. So for gifts, I am done Christmas shopping, so I'm gonna take a break stuffing that envelope for now. Invisalign is getting 50. Car maintenance is getting its usual 10. I drive a newer used car, so I haven't had any problems with it yet, so I don't contribute too much to that category right now. Health is getting 20. Birthdays is getting 5. Beauty is getting 5. Clothing is getting 80. And usually I don't stuff clothing this much, but in New York, I just got back from a work trip and somehow miraculously I forgot to bring a jacket to New York in December, so I had to buy a jacket while I was there. So it's hard not to be upset because this is an expense I had to take on because I wasn't prepared. But at least now I have a nice winter jacket, and I'll just have to pay myself back for that. Household is getting 5. Kimberly budgets is getting 35. Phone is not getting stuffed this time, which I am okay with. Personal is getting 80. And self-care is not getting stuffed this time. So my total here going to be $290, $137.75. So now on to extra debt and savings. So it actually looks like I printed out an old version of my budgeting worksheet. On the new version of my budgeting worksheet, I have savings challenges here as well, because I am implementing more savings challenges as a way to pay off the debts I don't want to pay and also save up for my month ahead. I have, for my first student loan, I split it out into 40 trackers, which will pop up on the screen, and each one of those circles stands for a dollar amount I need to save up in order to pay off that loan. So to pay off loan 1, I just need $72, and then I'll be done with loan 1, which is great. Loan 2 is not going to get stuffed this time. My 1K savings challenge is I'm going to complete all of the $5 amount circles, so that will be $25. Totaling that up is $97, is $40.75. This means because I have something left over, I like to track everything down to 0. So what I'm going to do is put this amount, this leftover amount, I'll just round it up to 41 and just add the line that says extra e-fund contribution. Let's add that up again, equals 138, and the leftover is 0. So the reason I like to budget down to 0 is so I want to make sure that every dollar that comes in from my paycheck has a job to do. And so I moved the 41 extra dollars back up to my emergency fund, which means I'll be contributing $627 plus 41 to my emergency fund for this paycheck. So the next step here is to fill out my cash breakdown page. So the reason I do this is so when I go to the bank, I know exactly what I am going to be asking the teller for. So I use this worksheet to fill out this slip to hand to the teller. So I'm just going to speed through this, so enjoy the music. So I've listed out all the categories and the amounts. Now I'm going to work on my bill breakdown. And this ensures that I have the change that I need, because oftentimes I'll get the biggest bills and then not be able to pay myself back if something costs like $21 and I only have two 20s. So this helps me give myself the ability to pay myself back and be more flexible with my cash envelopes. So what I'm doing now is totaling the count up to get the total value, to make sure the total value matches the amount that I actually need. Okay, so I added all of these up and I got $1,177, and it does not match the $1,260 that I've added up from my sinking fund, so I'm going to go back, make sure I've added this correctly and I've added the right denominations. So the mistake ended up being in these rows right here where I've combined the two. I only put down $40 for this one, but I forgot the $40 for this one. So I'm just going to double everything. And the reason I'm showing this is because sometimes things happen and it is very confusing to fix and frustrating. It doesn't always go smoothly. Sometimes you have to revisit, get yourself some erasable pens because they are very helpful, and just fix and just work on your budget. Here, I'm not even close to the right amount. So now we do our total count again. So I have 6 here, 12, 2 here, 18, 11 here, 12 here, 30 here. Alright, maybe third time's the charm here. Woohoo! And then we got $1,260, which matches exactly what we want over here. So thank goodness we are done with this calculator for the day. And then it's now time to fill out my cash breakdown. So for hundreds, I need 6, which should be 600. $50s, I need 2. 20s, I need 18, which is 160. 10, I need 11 10s, which is 110. 12, is 60. And then 31s is obviously $30. So then I take this, and it is a sticky note, so I just put it right here so it is ready for my bank run when I get paid. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you all stuck with me to the end. If you did, I am very, very grateful. Leave any questions you have down below. If you liked anything that I used today, it will be linked down in the description. Bye!